Well, here's a welcome trend. Poetry is making a comeback, thanks in part to the internet and icons like Amanda Gorman, the young lady who performed at the Super Bowl and the presidential inauguration. One Chattanooga poet is gaining attention for the way she's reaching her audience and sharing their stories. Michelle Herron introduces you to the River City Street Poet.
Her fingers dance across the keys, creating a new sound for Chattanoogans who love the art of words.
I feel like Chattanooga is just quirky enough to be receptive to this kind of thing.
Her name is Meredith Garrett, but you may know her as the River City Street Poet. With 33 years of life experience and an old-fashioned typewriter, she tells the stories of complete strangers with iconic Chattanooga landmarks as her backdrop. It's an intimate process that allows Garrett to tap into the hopes and dreams, fears and grief, love and loss that Chattanoogans are feeling. Garrett finds the words and puts them into poetry.
All of a sudden in this space, they feel like super comfortable to tell you these like very intimate stories of death or love or heartbreak or their pet who's passed away.
When Laven Coffey lost her niece to COVID-19 in September,
and it hit me. I need a poem.
She turned to Garrett. In that moment of unimaginable grief,
You are the field, you are the air.
Garrett found the words
You are the answers. You are the prayer.
Coffey could not.
As butterflies flit through your lungs, no longer behind a cage of ribs or sickness. Well done, Creator says, just breathe.
Because my niece had a vision prior to her death, 2 months prior to her death, of seeing our Heavenly Father in a field of flowers, just in a field of flowers, and he told her in his soft-spoken voice, it's okay.
The Alabama native works as a technical writer by day and has been writing creatively since she was a child. But she admits, writing for others isn't always easy.
I was afraid to write for people at first because it's a real vulnerable act to say, like, here's like something that I feel like is really deep and personal. Do you like it?
Her ability to fill and perhaps heal the hearts of those she writes for keeps her going. A connection through words and the sound of her keys, weaving together a story left untold until now.
I think we all have those kind of talents where if the muse floats by, you just grab a hold of it, and mine happens to be poetry.
What a great story. That is wonderful. And if you'd like to know more about Meredith Garrett and her magical typewriter that needs no Wi-Fi, we have details about her work and her upcoming events inside our app. Thanks to Michelle Herron for bringing us her story.